Hi everyone, how's it going? Hijump here. So, unfortunately, I get to start my first video with a bit of bad news. It turns out that my laptop is unable to stream and unable to record footage. So as a result, I'm missing the first 8 hours, or at least through the first temple of my Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD playthrough. So I decided to make this little kind of like this little summary of the first 8 hours or so to get you guys caught up so you're not completely lost when you start watching my next video. So where does it all begin? We find our hero Link living in a small treehouse, but not the normal kind like you'd see in, like, I don't know, like American Dad or something like that, but it's literally a house built out of a tree. Link lives in this small village named Orden, where we're introduced to a girl. I think they're trying to spin off as a crush, and a handful of kids, some of which look up to Link, but they're not really my favorite characters so far, honestly. But everything's all, fine and dandy, blue skies, everyone's happy, until some goblin-type creatures come in and knock Link out and steal this girl and the kids and run off into the distance. So when Link comes to, he rushes after them, and he finally comes to this large black wall of runes, this wall of twilight. And so when he's like, he doesn't even have a chance to look the thing over before this ethereal hand just comes through and just takes Link and pulls him through. So now when he's on the other side of this, he's trying to get his surroundings, and he's just instantly turned into a wolf. To which then a Twilight Beast comes up and just knocks him out again. Everything's just going so fast-paced here. So we see then in the cutscene that this Twilight Beast is dragging Link off into the distance. When this Wolf Link finally comes to, he realizes that he's in a jail cell and he's chained to the floor. But we're not alone for long. A small imp-like woman materializes before our eyes. Her name is Midna. And through introducing herself, she taunts and teases us a bit, making fun of the predicament that we're in. But then she gives us a little ray of hope. She agrees to help us as long as we agree to do exactly as she says, and to help her find these fused shadow relics. Of course, not really having much else going on, we agree to help. And with her help, we navigate through this dungeon world, getting used to our new wolf powers, a lot of, biting, jumping, and the ability to see little spirit orbs. And if you've seen different types of animes, like Yu Yu Hakusho or Bleach, these just little orbs. But with our wolf senses, we're able to see the people that they once were. Currently, we're able to see soldiers who are freaking out about the Twilight that's invading the world, and so on. So Midna, she eventually leads us to a cloaked figure, who turns out to be Princess Zelda. Now Zelda doesn't know who we are in our wolf form, or at least so it seems, but she still tells us what has happened to this world. And it turns out that the evil king of Twilight, Zant, has come and conquered Hyrule. And though our time with Zelda is cut short when the sounds of guards approaching becomes ever louder, so we must make our escape. So now, after we escape, we return to kind of the real world, or this non-Twilight version of Hyrule, but we're still a wolf. So that means we need to find a way to turn ourselves back into a human, and the only way to do that is with the help of the spirits of light. But unfortunately, they've had their powers stolen from them by the Twilight Plague sweeping over Hyrule. To get them back to their normal state, we have to go and track down 10 bugs that have siphoned away the power of the spirits. After we find these 10 tears of light, we're turned back into our human form. And with that form regained, we can now venture forth into the first temple. Within the first temple, we find these monkeys of Faron. Faron being the first light spirit. And in the depths of the temple, we run into this corrupted monkey king. He's actually being controlled by one of these just twilight bugs ruling his mind. By defeating him, we gain this hurricane boomerang. If you play Smash Brothers at all, it's going to seem quite similar to Link's, just neutral, just not neutral B, side B. But when we go and once we help and free all these monkeys within the temple, they help us get to the final boss. The final boss is similar to, I can never remember the names of these, but the little stick creatures that you fight, and then they give you the Deku nuts. But this thing is basically just like a Hydra form of it, and we're able to take it down with this Monkey King's help by throwing bombs at the face of this thing. And when we eventually defeat it, we gain the first few shadow and a shiny new heart piece. But now that we've cleared the dungeon, there's still no sign of the kids, nor the girl who we're supposed to apparently have a crush on. So we venture off towards the next village, the village of Kakariko, to help the next light spirit. But on the way, we again find one of these walls of twilight, and passing through them, we regain the wolf form that we had just shrugged off. And so we go to help, currently where the next video picks up, is we're still on our way to Kakariko in our wolf form. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to see the next video that I'm going to be bringing out, so we can see the rest of the playthrough of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, as well as other gaming videos. So stay tuned to Hijump Gaming for more content. See you all in the next video.